Welcome back. Today we're discussing the internet computer has no bridges, but they do have chain key technology or chain fusion technology, which allows cross-chain compatibility between the internet computer and other blockchains. But this is still a major concern because as we are now in the post-halving 2024 era for the internet computer and all of crypto for that matter, the narrative around DeFi, the narrative around interoperability continues to grow. We're seeing new blockchains popping up every single day with newer technology, better technology, faster technology, and cheaper technologies than some of these legacy blockchains. Now, while I am very bullish on internet computer, generally speaking, I do think that there's a few hurdles that are in the way of internet computer really reaching its full potential. And some of that does have to do with some of the technology that internet computer is trying to enhance and do things better. And granted, keep in mind, some of this chain fusion and chain key technology that we're going to be talking about in today's video, or this bridgeless bridge technology, where like another ecosystem, you can bridge your coin from the Ethereum blockchain to the Coinbase blockchain. And basically what it does is it wraps your coin, let's say your Ethereum, into a smart contract. And then another smart contract on the other chain, let's say the base blockchain, will release a synthetic coin on the base blockchain that basically mirrors what the Ethereum coin is. And then it will hold it in that contract until you return your coin and bridge back, or somebody else does, or whatever the situation is. You kind of get the point. But that is the way that most of finance and people who are learning about crypto and blockchain, that's the way that they view bridges. And so not having these bridges, I do think holds internet computer back in a way from staying in the mainstream narrative and being very similar to the top 20 cryptos. Because if you think about it, Bitcoin, it doesn't really have bridges on the Bitcoin side, but it does have bridges on the Ethereum side that allow both Bitcoin and Ethereum to be pushed from one chain to another. But Ethereum has connections to pretty much all the different blockchains. Solana, connections to all the different blockchains. Even USDC, one of the major stable coins, and the highly regulated one, is on, I think, 15 blockchains at this point in a native perspective. Now, I've asked the question on this channel before about USDC integration and the fact that internet computer needs USDC, and I've heard back from a lot of community members in internet computer talking about, well, Cryptoviser, we don't need USDC because we have chain key technology. But that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about bridging USDC. I'm talking about natively issuing USDC from Circle, which is effectively the digital dollar. And by the way, don't forget to give this video a free thumbs up. We upload every single day of the year to bring you the latest happening in the financial world. I'm just giving you guys my unbiased opinion, strategy, and thesis on the market. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. That way you never miss a new video. I really want to know what you guys think about all of this down below. Again, I'm very bullish on internet computer, but I do think that ICP, the Dfinity team, they really need to look at the narrative of this cycle, which, yes, is going to be AI. Yes, it's going to be gaming. Yes, we are going to see meme coins, but a big part of it is also going to be interoperability and the connection of all of these, right? All the financial systems working together. If you're in the US, you can wire money to a bank in Africa. If you're in London, you could wire money to a bank in Canada, right? The TradFi system is interoperable. As much friction as there is, and people who don't like the traditional financial ecosystem, it's bridgeable and transferable globally. And so crypto needs to be the same way, with different currencies, different platforms, different types of technology. But let's understand what chain key technology can do. Because remember, just recently, the Near protocol essentially copied the chain key technology that was first implemented by the internet computer and are using that same chain key technology to bridge from one ecosystem to the next. And so if Near is doing it, clearly, I'm not just saying Near is like the best, but I'm saying if Near is also using this technology, and Near is a newer ecosystem that's also trying to create AI compute and all of that, there's a high probability here that chain key technology may be the resolution. It may be the best bridge that there is. In a bridged environment, it may be the best bridgeless bridge, right? So let's understand what this technology does. So obviously we know chain key technology and chain fusion technology, it's basically the same thing. Internet Computer rebranded chain key to chain fusion, but chain key technology brings CK Bitcoin or chain key Bitcoin is Bitcoin on Web3. So this is a multi-chain Bitcoin twin that trustlessly is created by chain key cryptography and Internet Computer smart contracts that directly hold raw Bitcoin, send and receive chain key Bitcoin with 1 to 2 second finality and negligible fees, only possible because Internet Computer smart contracts can call into the Bitcoin network. And so if we scroll down, we could see a little bit more about how this works. So why is this not a bridge token? Remember, a bridge is just a structure or capability to move from one thing to another. It's the same thing like if you're driving on a bridge, you're going from one plot of land to another, right? And so there's a difference between interoperability and bridgeability, right? Blockchains can be interoperable with each other without having bridges. Bridges is really for moving assets. So being able to kind of differentiate these two, I think is important in understanding why this technology is potentially superior and why Internet Computer may not need a bridge. Anyway, so this innovation, which is chain key technology behind chain CK Bitcoin, is the native Bitcoin integration and chain key ECDSA signing. This is advanced threshold cryptography integrated with Internet Computer. In short, chain key is a set of cryptographic protocols that allows the Internet Computer nodes to cooperatively create ECDSA signatures, which can be used to sign Bitcoin transactions using a highly fault-tolerant decentralized network that is resilient to attacks by malicious nodes. The secret key is never stored in one place. Instead, it's broken down into key shares held by ICP nodes that are reshared periodically. When requested, the nodes use their key shares to collectively sign Bitcoin transactions without recreating the original secret key. This enables a pair of canister smart contracts to trustlessly create chain key Bitcoin, a multi-chain Bitcoin twin that can be controlled by smart contracts and sent with near instant finality for negligible fees, all without the need for bridges or centralized custodians. This is important because blockchain bridges are centralized, insecure, cumbersome, and costly. The insecurity alone is a deal breaker. Between 21 and 2022, more than $2 billion were stolen by exploited blockchain bridges. The recent incident where FTX Exchange acted as a custodian, the Solet, the bridge for wrapping and unwrapping Bitcoin and Ethereum on Solana, demonstrated how bridges and intermediaries can act as single points of failure and are highly vulnerable to attacks. Ethereum smart contracts behind a bridge make asset transfers between blockchains possible, but users still trust a third-party centralized custodian to manage the digital assets where the code is often not publicly verifiable. So this is a very interesting point here because what they're saying, which is true, most of the hacks that occurred over the last 4 years occurred within the DeFi ecosystem due to an exploit in the code, meaning the code was not secure, and or the centralized custodian there was an issue with, right? And so this is why people don't necessarily trust the traditional financial ecosystem, is because you have an intermediary that's determining where your money does or does not go, and you're trusting that they're going to protect your money. But as we saw with some of the bank failures, if you had more than $250,000 in that bank, they're not helping you, right? And so people don't want to be in that same situation where they're trusting a custodian, because then you may as well just have it in a bank where you do have some protections. In DeFi, you don't. So that is a concern, and that's concerns that we've heard around these bridges for a long time. I mean, the number one area of Ethereum that has issues is these bridges through these hacks. And so apparently chain key technology resolves this situation because it's all trustless and it's done on the back end through the smart contracts itself. So why is it not a wrapped token? More than a token, while CK Bitcoin implements the Internet Computer RC1 fungible token standard, the pair of canister smart contracts also allow Bitcoin to be freely sent between addresses, either on the Bitcoin network or the Internet Computer Network, making it the first true multi-chain asset. So how is the security assessed? Several security assessments are taken on critical components on the Internet Computer, such as CK Bitcoin, to ensure robust security. These include TLA plus models for formally verifying some guarantees, several internal and external security assessments, and in 2023, both Bitcoin integration and CK Bitcoin have undergone external security audits conducted by Trail of Bits, with no severe issues found. So how does this differ from layer 2s like the Lightning Network? The Lightning Network is most well-known layer 2 for Bitcoin. Like CK Bitcoin, it allows fast and cheap transactions and transfers of Bitcoin value off the Bitcoin blockchain, right? It does it on a layer 2, and then it settles on the layer 1. Unlike Lightning, CK Bitcoin does not require peer-to-peer payment channels to be established and funded. This means that your full CK Bitcoin balance can always be transferred and no network liquidity limitations. Canister smart contracts can be programmatically hold and transfer CK Bitcoin, making it possible to develop fully on-chain layer 2 applications for Bitcoin. This is not possible on Lightning. Another key difference is that CK Bitcoin transaction fees are fixed and not dependent on transaction amounts, variable, intermediate, forwarding, or unexpected channel funding fees. In the future, CK Bitcoin will be available on other networks like Ethereum, also directly and without bridges, thanks to chain key cryptography integrations. So again, more from this chain key technology. This really does seem like it is the premier interoperability feature on Internet Computer. And Near copying them and understanding what Near is trying to do from an AI perspective, an AI compute, bridgeability, interoperability. And keep in mind, right, AI is going to be able to, let me rephrase this. AI, while transacting, is going to need this type of technology, because an AI transacting with a bridge that could be hacked or exploited, this could mess everything up in the ecosystem of AI as well, and in the financial ecosystem of AI. And so when these engineers are thinking about how to integrate new payments, which is going to be crypto, into AI, so that when you're using an AI, you could say, hey, order me a pizza. And the AI will automatically be able to do that and transfer the money from you to, whoever you're buying it from. And even for compute data, right? In the future, if you have AI assistant, maybe they're going to charge you per question or per compute or whatever the situation is. How are you going to pay for that? How's the AI going to transact in that money? I believe it's going to be through crypto, some type of crypto or cross-chain compatibility ecosystem. That way the AI can use multiple assets in different areas of the world, or depending on who's using it and who's computing. I think that's going to be a big part of it. So to see Internet Computer, which already has AI on the blockchain, right? Again, very early versions of AI. And we see Near Protocol copying Internet Computer by implementing chain key technology. And we see other ecosystems that don't even have any bridges, right? This is actually making me more bullish on Internet Computer. I am a little bit still like, we need to see this play out. Like if Internet Computer was the only blockchain with chain key technology, I would be very worried, right? Very worried. But the fact that Near Protocol is using this technology as well, this says to me that it is the superior technology to just regular DeFi bridging currently. Is it going to be the best like bridgeability or interoperability protocol that we ever see? Probably not. There'll probably be improvements in the future and better versions. But right now, the only other way to bridge outside of the highly hacked DeFi ecosystem of bridges is through chain key technology. And so these two blockchains, Internet Computer and Near, are both using this technology. They're both in the AI realm. They're both in the cloud compute realm or sector of blockchain. And so while I'm still a little worried, because to say that things are not hackable that's a little bit of a stretch. And so the only reason I'm concerned is because if there is an issue, this could affect the whole technology and multiple blockchains, right? People already know going into the bridging ecosystem that there's very high risk and that they can lose all their funds. CK technology, it seems, doesn't have a lot of those risks, at least at current. Are there going to be other risks that pop up in the future? That definitely. But generally speaking, I do think that we need to see an implementation of USDC on Internet Computer very, very soon. I don't know if chain key technology will be able to do this. Maybe it will through Ethereum smart contracts. So you can bridge over to Ethereum and then convert that coin into USDC. I'm sure that some of that could occur. But again, that's not native native USDC from Circle, where Circle is the issuer. Circle is overseeing the supply on the chain. And as we've seen previously with all these other blockchains here, almost all the blockchains that add USDC from a native perspective see significant inflows and significant price appreciation over the next few years. So generally speaking, I'm not that concerned about chain key technology as I was at the beginning of this video, but I do think that we need USDC on chain, and it probably needs to happen this cycle. Otherwise, again, it's gonna make it more difficult for Internet Computer, especially because the Near protocol already has $103 million worth of USDC natively issued on chain. Anyway, with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give the video a free thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss a new video. We upload every single day of the year. And other than that, crypto on.